So what's up, everyone? This is Dr. Jeremy Yates with the Rippah Shreddahs, aka Dr. Fienda, and what we are going to be doing over the next couple weeks is we're going to be breaking down the album for you. We just released our self-titled Rippah Shreddahs album, and what we want to do is give you in-depth analysis of what the songs mean, some of the processes of the creation of the songs, and we want to be able to share with you some behind-the-scenes footage and pictures so you all know about a little bit about the history and why we have made it so far and why we are where we are today. So we're going to start off today. We're going to be looking at Rippah Shreddahs. Rippah Shreddahs is our band name, so it's more about this way of life. And so it doesn't matter if we're going to be ripping and shredding the waves, or we're going to be ripping and shredding in the snow. We can be ripping and shredding through the concrete jungles, on the stages, many places. So it's all about having fun, getting out there and tearing it up. And so what's really special about the Rippah Shreddahs song, it actually gives a chance to introduce the band. And we always have some extended solo sections to really thank the band for playing their instruments. So whenever I hear Rippah Shreddahs, the tune, I think back of all of the amazing musicians that I've gotten to play with over the years. I'm just so thankful and so grateful and humbled to be able to have these musicians believe in me and want to be able to help us really make a difference in the world through our music. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history, and that's going to go back all the way to 2007. So in 2007 we had our very first band called Xanadu, and within that band, Julian Yates, my brother, Chris Hopper, and Otis Landy, and myself, who were really into the reggae scene. So we started off, we played a couple of shows at the University of Northern Colorado, and we got people into reggae music and taught them how to learn to skank to the roots. Since then, I ended up finishing my doctorate degree. And when I finished my doctorate degree, I got a job at Adams State University. So I moved to Alamosa, Colorado, and that's really when I started the band Rippah Shreddahs. And it was a pretty cool story. I was just trying to find some local musicians in the community, and we started it off with Dane Romero and Moises Morales. And that was the very initial take of the Rippah Shreddahs. They were a couple high school students in the community, and we had a lot of fun and played a couple shows with them. Then I made some connections with the music department, and I got to play with a bunch of different professors. And so we had Jim Doyle, Matt Schilt, Lancer Hardy. We ended up playing several shows on campus, through the community, and all over southern Colorado with them. We got to collaborate with some very talented musicians, Don Richmond, Johnny Gutierrez, Caleb Clark, and then we also started playing with some other music students. And so over the years, we got to play with Sky Choice, Mark Albion, Dryden Hill. It was just a really magical time, and it was just really special to be able to connect with the music department and physical education. So I teach physical education, teacher education. So we get people dancing and we get the music going, and so that's pretty special to have that collaboration at the university level. And so after that era, we actually then linked up with a Xanadu reunion. So it was Otis Landy, Julian Yates, Chris Hopper. We linked up with them, and ever since then it was really trying to make a longevity with the band, and we actually got to play for a couple of years with Eli Doxson and Mike Noonan. And so that was a fabulous time. It was Mike Noonan, Eli Doxson, and Julian Yates, and we got to tour all around southern Colorado. We actually played in New Mexico, and it was just a special time, but unfortunately we had to end that. I got a job at West Virginia University. Also during that time, we played with Just Goody, Greg Freeman, and Lewis Abrams. So I had to say goodbye to Colorado. And what happened then was we had a big Salida goodbye. And so after that goodbye show, I packed my bags, we drove across the country, and ever since then we've been starting music in West Virginia with the West Virginia and Pennsylvania crew. And so what happened there was we originally linked up together Delvin Anderson, Mark Holland, and Johnny Interval. And that was our first show. We played at the Red Fox Winery, and that was a whole lot of fun, and that really started our momentum, started our trajectory, and it was really cool sounds, and it was like, okay, this is it. Let's keep this going. This is going to build into time to record albums and record music legitimately. So that's brought us to the band where we are today, and that is Xavier Williams, Shane Wilson, Kevin Claybrook, and Rasta Bob Lampenfield. And it's been really cool to be able to link up with the Truth and Rights crew, another fabulous reggae band out of Pittsburgh. So that is the history of the Rippah Shreddahs, and that's why the Rippah Shreddahs track is so special, because again, it's about ripping and shredding, and it's about giving thanks and praises to all of those musicians that have joined us along the way for our musical journey. Thanks for watching. Check out everything Rippah Shreddahs at shredreggae.com.